Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to celebrate our graduates and their wonderful accomplishments. I'm Dr. Brenda Haig. I'm the director of the FGCU School of Nursing, and I'm delighted to be here. This is my first DNP graduation ceremony that I'll be here for, so it's super special for me. I'm a nurse practitioner myself, so as an advanced practice clinician, I know how hard it is and what you all have had to do to get to be sitting in these seats today. So I applaud your accomplishments, your hard work, and your commitment. And I also want to acknowledge, if I can, our graduate faculty members who are here who've made it possible. So if they could stand, please. Thank you. And I'd also like to acknowledge particularly Dr. Ginny Ramsey, who is the director of the Nurse Anesthesiology Program. And I'd also like to acknowledge Dr. Lorene Downs, who is the director of the DNP Nurse Practitioner Program. Excellent. So we're just really delighted to be here with you today, and I know that this is going to be a very special event for all of you as you soak it in. I just want to say thank you also to all the families and significant others who spent a lot of time probably without your participation at events and other things so that you could study and do what you had to do to be successful. So we would like to acknowledge the families and give them a shout out, and significant others. Thank you. Appreciate you. And I'd also like to say it's been a really wonderful year here at FGCU. I joined the faculty in July of 2022. We've been the wonderful beneficiaries of some wonderful state funding from the Florida legislature. We've received a total of over, I want to say $4 million, give or take, and more money will be coming in. And then we've also had some additional pipeline monies, which have allowed us to bring in some grants, scholarships to benefit students and to enhance our program holdings. Other big things are coming, but I am going to let Dr. Sean Felton, the Dean of Merritt College, tell you about those. So without further ado, Dr. Felton, please join us up here.
Well, welcome everyone. As Brenda said, I'm Sean Felton. I have the privilege of serving as Dean of the Merritt College of Health and Human Services. And it's always a wonderful time to see all of our faculty and our students here getting across the finish line. And we know how hard that is to get across the finish line. And Brenda had alluded to all the sacrifices, all that you have done. So just so proud to see this. And I think this is our sixth DNP hooding ceremony, our second nurse anesthesiology, doctor of nurse practice, nurse anesthesiology. I love saying that. And the providers are so needed in our community. And I think that's the first part, beyond thanking our family members, all of our support systems here. I'd be remiss not to thank all of our clinical partners. Without our clinical partners, you would not be here, and we would not be here. So a big round of applause for all of our clinical partners that make this happen. The other thing I always think about when it comes to commencement is, especially as a graduate student, there are several choices for all of you to find or go and continue your nursing career and to receive that advanced degree. And I'm so proud that you chose FGCU. But now with choosing FGCU, that comes with responsibility. The 5 classes before you has set a legacy here for our nurse anesthesiology program and our FNP program. But now you are part of that legacy moving on. So the value of your degree can go up or can go down based upon how you conduct yourselves in team-based care now as you leave our nest here and move out into Florida, out into your clinical practice areas. So keep our reputation strong from the work that you do, and we know you will. And the other piece I always would like to remind you is please stay connected with the college as we move forward. As Dr. Haig alluded to, there's a lot of exciting things moving forward, great support from our community, where we'll be moving into a new building in the next 2 to 3 years, Academic Building 10. So there's a lot of great opportunities for you to come back and give back to us as well. Hopefully you'll want to come back as an adjunct, maybe a visiting instructor. We need to grow our own, but we wish you well in all you do. Remain humble as you move into your practice and practicing team-based care. And I think I always remember is that when you go in today to provide practice, most of the people that you see, your patients, they don't want to be there. There's a reason that they're coming to see you. So remember that every person's going to have a story when they walk through those doors, and really treat them for the individual they are, along with your team, so that you can make not their best day better by the care and the compassion that you provide to them. So very proud of everyone, and thank you for being here. I'd like to recognize our Executive Vice President and Provost, Dr. Mark Rieger. And good luck with all you do. Stay connected and go Eagles.
I'm Dr. Amy Dudley, and I'm one of the assistant professors in the Family Nurse Practitioner program. And I'm just going to give us a little bit about the history of the regalia. First of all, congratulations, class of 2024. You guys are spectacular. So the history of the doctoral regalia dates back several centuries and has evolved over time. Here's a brief overview of how these academic garments came to be. Medieval origins. The origins of the academic dress can be traced back to medieval Europe, particularly to the universities of Oxford and Paris. During this period, scholars and clergy wore robes as a sign of their status and their profession. What about the distinctive colors? By the 14th century, academic robes had become more standardized, with different colors representing disciplines or levels of achievement. For example, red was often associated with theology, while green denoted medicine. As we all know, apricot denotes our fantastic profession of nursing. What about the hoods? The hoods were originally worn as practical garments to keep scholars warm and dry in drafty buildings. Over time, they became symbolic of academic achievement with different colors and linings, indicating the wearer's degree and their alma mater. What about the caps? The doctoral cap is known as the academic tam, T-A-M. The origin of the doctoral cap can be traced back to medieval universities in Europe. During this period, scholars and students wore long robes and caps as part of their academic attire. The cap served both practical and symbolic purposes, protecting the head and indicating the wearer's scholarly status. In the Renaissance, and I won't go on much longer, I promise, but during the Renaissance, academic dress became more elaborate and stylized, reflecting the fashion trends of the time. Wealthier scholars might wear robes made of luxurious fabrics such as silk or velvet. Modern standards. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, universities and professional organizations began to standardize the academic dress. The Intercollegiate Code, established in 1895, set guidelines for the design and the colors of the doctoral regalia. Contemporary trends, we're almost there. While traditional academic dress is still widely used today, there have been some modern updates. Some universities even have 100% recycled bottles as their garments, which they recycle when they leave the auditorium. They just recycle it into the next box and it goes into the next pool. So overall, the doctoral regalia has a rich history. It reflects the traditions and evolution of academia over the centuries. Thank you, and wings up, Eagles.
All right, good evening, everyone. All right, so I am here to announce the student speakers. Our first speaker is our nurse practitioners graduate, Christine Lillard, and I can talk about her a little bit because I've been her advisor for the last year and a half. I have got to know her really well, and she is nothing but a professional, a scholar, and honestly, the most respectful person I've dealt with. I'm thrilled to announce her as the student speaker for the Family Nurse Practitioner DNP class. Come on up.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, FGCU faculty and staff, and most importantly, my fellow graduates of the Nurse Practitioner class of 2024. As I stand before you today, I am deeply humbled to address you not just as your speaker, but as your classmate, your colleague, and hopefully after everything that we've been through over the past 4 years as a friend. Together we have witnessed life-changing events. We have celebrated birthdays, engagements, marriages, and birth. We have shared in these joys and supported each other through the inevitable challenges that accompany rigorous academic endeavors. Together, we have survived the ups and the downs of the program, while also juggling the ups and downs of life. Among us in our group is a student whose unwavering dedication was an inspiration to us all. Despite facing the challenges of commuting 4 hours round trip just to attend class, her determination never faltered. Among us is another student who, despite how late she was going to be to class, somehow always showed up with a Starbucks cup in her hand and a smile on her face. Among us was another student whose face is on a billboard on just about every main street in Fort Myers. So as much as I wanted to get away from you all at times, I found myself feeling stuck. Our journey to this moment has been anything but ordinary. There have been daily challenges. For myself, since being accepted into this program, I have faced significant challenges, battling obstacles and having to fight and persevere right up until the very end. However, despite how challenging some of these battles have been, the true beauty lies in how they've prepared me to be an even better student, a better friend, a more compassionate nurse practitioner with an understanding for adversity. This has reminded me firsthand that each of us faces struggles that others know nothing about. Our path to this moment has been anything but a straight line. We started this journey with clear visions of our future, but life, as it loves to do, kind of threw us some curveballs. The world shifted, and so did our course. The challenges of a global pandemic tested our resilience, and we didn't just study medicine. We lived its challenges, adapting to some of the shifts that even the most seasoned nurse practitioners found daunting. As we close this chapter, I reflect on a list scribbled many years ago of all the credentials that I once dreamed of achieving. Yet this journey, particularly these last few years, has taught me that our truest accomplishments are not captured in the letters behind our names. They're found in the moments of human connection, in the courage that we muster in the face of uncertainty, and in the lives that we touch with our care. Today, I propose that we redefine DNP to mean dream, nurture, and persevere. Dream, not just about the careers that we will build, but about the lives that we will change. Nurture, not just our patients, but ourselves and also each other. And persevere, because we have already proven that we can face extraordinary challenges and emerge stronger. Among my greatest inspiration has been my journey as a mother to my 5 beautiful children: Tyson, Torin, Taj, Aubrey, and Olivia. They have taught me more about healthcare than any textbook could, instilling lessons in patience, resilience, and also the profound impact of nurturing care. To my family, thank you for your unwavering support and love throughout this demanding journey. Your encouragement has been a beacon of strength. And to my husband, you have been my rock. Thank you for always being an anchor in the times of uncertainty and also a constant source of steadfast encouragement. Your support has made all the difference. To my mentor, project chair, and professor, Dr. Downs, your wisdom, your guidance has been instrumental in my journey, and I cannot thank you enough. And to all of our professors and our project chairs, Dr. Dudley, Dr. Churman, Dr. Joba, and also Dr. Siddiqui, you have been pillars of our education, offering support and encouragement every step of the way. Let's go again and give them the round of applause that they deserve. Look around this room. Each of you here today has contributed to our collective success. This journey has been a collaborative effort, one that we could not have accomplished alone. With that being said, as we embark on the next chapter of our careers, let us remember that our profession is not just about the science, it's about the soul. It's about caring deeply and compassionately for those in need. So as we venture forth into the world, let's carry with us humor to brighten up the darker days and humility to extend a helping hand to those who need it the most. Let's be healers, yes, but also be human too. So we did it. Together as the nurse practitioner class of 2024, we are determined, necessary, and prepared, ready to dream, nurture, and persevere. Thank you.
All right, it's time to announce the speaker of the nurse anesthesia class. And the speaker is Annette Castaldo. And before we get Annette up here, I do want to invite Dr. Ginny Ramsey to do some remarks on the speaker.
So it's hard to pick somebody to speak, especially when they don't want to speak. Okay, so a little humor, you know, they're all working very hard, and I'm extremely proud of my cohort. And I have something to say, but I'll save it for later. But for now, I'd like to introduce Annette Castaldo. She is the president of the cohort of 2024. Here we are, we did it. And Annette, please come on up.
Fellow graduates, faculty, family, and friends. 3 years ago, we embarked on this incredible journey together. We walked into this program as seasoned nurses, each with our own experiences and perspectives. Today, we stand here not just as nurses, but as doctors of nurse anesthesiology, a terminal degree and a title hard-earned with countless nights, gallons of coffee, and an unwavering commitment to succeed. This program was rigorous. The volume of information, the intensity of clinical rotations, the pressure to perform, it all pushed us to our limits. But within those challenges, a unique camaraderie blossomed. We studied together, celebrated milestones together, and most importantly, supported each other through the inevitable moments of doubt. Remember our first time performing an induction sequence and intubating our first patient? It may have resembled a particularly enthusiastic game of Twister, but hey, we all have to start somewhere. Probably somewhere along the lines of may require adult supervision. But then came the triumphs, the perfectly placed epidural, performing a peripheral nerve block and feeling the perfect pop. And at the end of the case, when the patient starts to wake up and thanks you for everything you've done for them, including making them feel safe. Those moments, my friends, are why we're here today. Now, as we step into the next chapter, let's bring some of the most important lessons we've learned into clinical practice. Always have a plan, A, B, C, D, and F. Never accept anything you do as the only way. Don't forget there's a patient under all those drapes and monitors, and life is short. Enjoy it. So let's not shy away from the challenges that lie ahead. The field of anesthesia is constantly evolving, demanding a lifelong commitment to learning and adaptation. Remember, the patients who entrust their lives to our expertise deserve nothing less. As doctorally prepared nurse anesthesiologists, we have the privilege of playing a crucial role in some of the most critical moments in a patient's life. Reflect on the type of provider you want to be, the type of person who upholds integrity and provides the best care they can. This responsibility is a privilege that we have all earned through dedication and hard work. So, graduates, Let us go forth with confidence, with compassion, and with a thirst for lifelong learning. Let the knowledge we've gained and the bonds we've formed continue to guide us as we begin the next chapter. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Now comes the part you've all been waiting for. We're going to have our students walk across the stage in a second.
All right. So they asked for the smartest instructor to come up here and do this. And then they asked for the handsomest, prettiest instructors to come up here and do this. And then they asked for the most eloquent instructors to come up and do this. And I said, on the third time y'all asked me to do this, I guess I might as well do it. So, this is projects and acknowledgements. Christine, why don't you start?
All right. We would like to ask our first graduate to come up. If you guys could just start lining up, please. So these are the graduates of the FGCU FNP program. This is Andrea Aceves. She wants to thank God for this accomplishment, to my husband, mother, and family for cheering me on, and Dr. Downs for her support and guidance through it all. And she'll be hooded by Dr. Downs and Dr. Downs. Where's her project chair? Sorry, we're getting our photography together here. Oh, there she is. Oh. She's quick. Wonderful. Next, we have Catherine Augustin. She would like to thank God for bringing me to the end of this long journey and thank my family for dealing with my mood swings along the way. Next, we have Christina George. And Christina would like to thank her family for being so supportive. Next, we have Andrew Philip Hudlick. He would like to thank his loving wife. Thank you for always putting up with me and my antics, my family for always supporting, and my awesome DNP chair, Dr. Dudley, who ensured my success as a student. Next, we have Stephen Hudlick. And he would like to acknowledge his family and, most importantly, his fiancee, Sydney. Also, the FGCU faculty, especially my project chair, Dr. Dudley, for guiding me to the finish line. And yes, they're brothers. All right, next, Christine Lilliard. Christine says, I'm grateful for the unwavering support of my parents and my husband and for the endless motivation provided by my children, Tyson, Torin, Taj, Aubrey, and Olivia. Special thank you to my project chair, Dr. Downs, for her guidance and mentorship throughout my journey. Next, we have Rachel Lothian. Rachel would like to express her sincere gratitude to her professors, classmates, parents, close family, and dear friends, especially Jake, for their unwavering support and encouragement through her journey. Your guidance and belief in me has been invaluable. Next, Sydney Russo. She brought her fan club. Sydney would like to thank her fiancé, Stephen, her mom, and the rest of her family for their constant support. Also, thank you to Dr. Siddiqui and the FGCU faculty for their guidance through this journey. Next is Cynthia Wells Marshall. She would like to thank her family, friends, and coworkers for providing the support needed to get this done. And those are our FNP students graduating this year.
All right. Dr. Ramsey and Dr. Lionston would please come up. They have some stuff to do.
Yes, we do.
All right. All right. All right, as I call your name, stand up. Come up front to be hooded by Dr. Lanston and Dr. Ramsey. Here you go. Come this way. What happens when you get two bulls in a china shop? All right. Our first brand new doctorate of nursing practice in nurse anesthesiology, Tyler Brett. All right. Next we have Chris Cantor. Next, I'd like to introduce Annette Castaldo. Next, please welcome Alvin Kunkelgall. He paid me to do that. Check me out. Next, we have Lee Champon. Next, we have Victoria Cruz. Next, Juliana Farhoud. Next, we have Haley Hutz. I'm losing my voice. Hot apple. Sorry. Kill me later. Next, we have Jamie Johnson. May I introduce Elizabeth Lucage. Please welcome Rosa McDonald. Next we have Patrick McGee. Next is Christian Pacino. Please welcome Haley Fife. Next, Rachel Pelletier. I love that.
Is that their phones? That's their phones, right? Is that what they're doing?
No, it's got a little bit. I'd like to welcome now Julia Pryor. Please welcome Amaryllis Sereno. Please help me welcome Titi Lopa Shomade. I'd like to introduce now Gabriella Swanson. Next, we have Casey Turville. Please welcome Christopher Trapp.
I'm coming in for the real thing.
All right, we love that. Okay. Ready? Ready, doctor? Okay, congratulations. Great job.
And last, but certainly not the least, John Walter Wells.
Good job pronouncing those names.
Nice.
Good job.
That's good.
No, you did. You did fine.
Would all the nurse anesthesiology and nurse practitioner doctors stand up, please? All right. Sit back down.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Are you going to say something?
not yet. Okay, so this is my turn to say something, all right? And I get a little emotional, they know that, and it's always hard to separate that, so you'll have to pardon my tears. All right, so I'm Dr. Virginia Londo Ramsey. I'm sure they call me all kinds of names, but you know who I am. And I'm their program director, and it's been my absolute pleasure to be your program director. So, good evening, and I want to take a moment to express my gratitude to several people because without a whole team of people, this group would not be able to do what they've done. So first, I want to thank all the loved ones in the room, and I want to give a round of applause to those who supported our graduates today. I want to extend my deepest appreciation to Miss Yanitza Cruz. She's not here tonight, but she's completely indispensable. She's administrative support. Yanitza, she has unwavering dedication, tireless efforts to keep our program running smoothly, and we're truly grateful for all that she does. I want to thank the Assistant Director, Dr. Thomas Lansden, and Assistant Professor, Dr. Robert Bland, for their unwavering support and guidance. Your expertise, commitment to our students are completely invaluable, and we are incredibly fortunate to have you working with us. I'd like to thank Dr. Brenda Haig for all the support that she shows our program and our students. Dr. Carol Lawrence, she knows the D and DNP projects is Carol Lawrence all the way, and we wouldn't do it without her. Dr. Lorene Downs, who has become a close friend and mentor to me, and without her, I wouldn't be a program director that I am. To my good friend Dr. Tammy Siddiqui, however, she does teach health policy and she keeps things rolling in the summer, and I do appreciate all that she does. And Dr. Sean Felton, who no longer is interim dean, but is dean of Merritt College, so thank you so much. So now to the graduates of the DNP Nurse Anesthesiology cohort, congratulations. Tonight we gathered to celebrate your incredible achievements, the accumulation of your years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. If we reflect on the journey that brought us to this moment, we cannot overlook the challenges we faced along the way. From unprecedented challenges of COVID-19 pandemic to the aftermath of Hurricane Ian, each obstacle has tested our resilience and our resolve. And yet, despite all of the adversity, that you have demonstrated remarkable strength, determination, emerging stronger and more resilient than ever before. I'm reminded of the morning after Hurricane Ian, when I was gripped with fear and I thought that there was so much uncertainty. And in the moments of darkness, we found the courage to press on, to support one another, to rise above the challenges that confronted us. And it's in our lowest moments that we discover the depth of our strength and the power of our resilience. As you stand on the cusp of your new chapter in your journey, I urge you to carry these lessons with you. Remember that you belong here. You have earned your place amongst the ranks of nurse anesthesiology. You are more than capable of rising to the challenges that lie ahead. And as you embark on your careers, know that you carry with you the knowledge, the skills, and determination to make a difference in the lives of your patients. Your first solo anesthetic will be a testament to your dedication and expertise. So please remember my words. You belong here. As you spread your wings and leave the eagle's nest, remember the lessons that you've learned, the friendships you've forged, the support that you've received along the way. And always remember to pay it forward, to mentor, support the next generation of nurse anesthetists, just as you have had done to you. So go Eagles. I did it without crying. All right, so should we pass out the awards? Yep. Okay. All right. So we're going to do our little awards section here. All right. So we'd like to give the awards for DNP Project Sustainability. That would be John Wells, Victoria Cruz, and Patrick McHugh. Please come on up. Award. So next for DNP Project Impact Award, well, it's going to be Haley Hassapafel, Haley Fife, and Gabriella Swanson. Come on up. It's not rigged. That's right. Okay, and last, although this is extremely difficult to select this person, it's the Leadership Award, and it goes to Annette Castaldo for being president of the class. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
So now it's our turn to do awards for the Family Nurse Practitioner Program. It was a very difficult process, I will say. The faculty sat around and tried to come up with the names of the students who would have gotten the awards. And we wanted to give everyone an award. We wanted to do it like high school where we gave the Perseverance Award. We wanted, because you guys have really rose to the occasion and all of you did an excellent job. Unfortunately, not everyone could get an award, but you all deserve an award. And that's why each of you got the name blocks, because we wanted you to receive something and to realize how special you've been to us and how much we've enjoyed having you over the last 3 or 4 years if you're full-time or part-time. So when we selected our awards, it was before Research Day. And we felt like certain students really had done an exceptional job and should have been recognized. Research Day came around and affirmed our decision. So we kept the names and we added one name. So Catherine Augustine, so let me explain to the audience. Every year our DNP students participate in our Research Day for FGCU, and all of our doctoral students in the College of Health Professions participates in this award, or this poster presentation. And so our students came away with 4 awards out of all the doctoral or graduate students. And so 6 actually. 5? Oh, 4 out of 9, thank you. And then the anesthesia students, so we had 5 awards total from the DNP program. So we were really excited about that. So I just want to say the Dean's Award for Best Overall Presentation went to Catherine Augustine. And she got a... And she received a $500 award along with that award. Funds or scholarship. So I want to congratulate Catherine on that. And we also voted to give Catherine the Impact Award. So Catherine Augustine, please come on up here. I also want to recognize one of her preceptors who felt like Catherine was so exceptional, a former graduate of FGCU, Dr. Anne-Marie Richards, and she's here as a nurse practitioner for Catherine and her family from Millennium. So congratulations, Catherine. And I also want one more thing, sorry. I'm going to take my time because we only have a few students and anesthesia at 24. You know they took their time doing their thing. So I want to invite Catherine's DNP chair, Dr. Churuman, to come on up here and take the picture with us. The title of Catherine's presentation was, or poster, was an educational base, What's Holding Us Back? An educational-based approach to increasing colorectal cancer screening engagement in African Americans. And she's making an impact in the Creole Haitian community where she lives in St. Petersburg, Tampa area. We have another student, Stephen Hoodlick. He got graduate best overall presentation, and the title of his presentation or his poster was Implementation of a Tailored Stroke Prevention Protocol to Reduce the Risk of Stroke in a Retirement Community, and he did this at Shell Point. And we've had Stephen for 4 years. 4 years. Stephen hardly says a word, but he's one of the smartest people you will know. An excellent scientist and a nurse practitioner, and he's going to be working in the neurology area, and I expect great things from him. His project chair was Dr. Amy Dudley, and she couldn't be more proud. And Stephen got $250 for this, his project. Congratulations, Stephen. We have Andrea Aceves. She also received an award at Research Day, Impact Award for Quality, and she's getting $150. And I am her project chair. The title of her presentation was The Effects of a DASH Adherent Diet on Blood Pressure in Hispanic Adults. And she did this in her faith-based community, and she's making an impact there. Congratulations. All right, last but not least, we have Christine Lillard. I think I got it right, Lillard. I've been struggling with her last name for the last 4 years, well, actually 2. I think she only recently got married. She changed it on me, so now I have to say it correctly, Lillard. Did I get it? Lillard, right. The title of her project was A Nutritional Intervention to Manage Overweight and Obesity in an Underserved Population, and she received the Sustainability Award at Research Day, and she'll also get $150. So we are just extremely proud. And I couldn't be more proud because I am her project chair. Christine is also the daughter of one of our former graduates and a former faculty of FGCU, Dr. Melhado. Christine, you may just want to come this way. So we are going to also give a leadership award. And you saw Christine, she did the presentation today, the speech for her class. She was nominated by her peers. We did not select her for that. And initially when she started our program, she also participated in our DNP nurse practitioner student organization. She's since got married and acquired a tribe of a family. So she had to step back from some of that, but she's continued to really exemplify leadership skills for her peers, and they've admired her so much that they nominated her to do the speech for the class today, and didn't she do a phenomenal job? So with that being said, Christine Lillard will get the leadership award for the class. Dr. Haig, would you like to join us for that picture? Please. As the School of Nursing Director, we could not do any of this without her support, so she should be in at least one picture. Thank you. Congratulations, Christine. So I should have invited the provost too, sorry, but the provost has had a long day, so he's begged us to just let him rest. So we're honoring his request. I am on the program to do the closing remarks, but I think Dr. Jenny Ramsey, Londale Ramsey, it's the end of the day, has said quite a bit already. So you may hear some of this again. Being the last person to speak, you tend to hear this again, what's going to be said. So here we go. 3 or 4 years ago, many of you sat in orientation and wondered if you'd make it. Well, you did. You're an eagle, and the sky is the limit for where you'll soar as an FGCU DNP grad. I will leave you a few parting words using the letters of the word eagle as an acrostic. And there will be one last quiz at the end. You know me, I like quizzes, so here we go. E stands for education, and I also want to add empathy. Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. As a DNP, you have the power to change healthcare and health outcomes for all people. Your education does not end with your DNP degree. You will continue to learn and be lifelong learners using evidence-based practice. And I like the acronym that Christine used, we'll call her Dr. Lillard. DREAM for D, N for nurture, and P for persevere. Did I listen well? So E is continue to learn. A for attitude. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Zig Ziglar. G for give back. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. That's from Winston Churchill. You will have the opportunity to serve your community and also to give back to the FGCU DNP program in tangible ways, including responding to the call to be a preceptor or whatever you do for the nurse anesthesia program, but to serve your pay forward. Hopefully in 1 or 2 years from now, you'll be ready to say yes. We also would like you to give back in other ways to support other students through scholarships, etc. L is for live well, laugh often, and love much, from Ralph Waldo Emerson. The nursing profession has to take care, you have to take care of yourself, love yourself. Self-care is essential. I know we are always giving, but we sometimes forget about ourselves. We know that we're in a crisis situation right now with burnout and post-pandemic stress still going on. So remember to eat well, exercise, sleep, and take care of yourself. And last is E for excellence. Strive for excellence in everything you do. You may not always succeed, but keep trying. Well, eaglets first take their flight. They don't always succeed, but they never give up. They keep trying. Sometimes they don't make it. I happen to live by Eagle's Nest. Unfortunately, that's the case. But I know you all will make it because you're here today. So I'm sure you'll make it. Those are for the people who are not here. So I know you've heard this before. The journey has been exciting, but it's also been exhausting. No doubt there are ups and downs, and I know I'm standing between you and some of you are going to be getting married. Some of you are going to probably have babies. So I want to hurry up and get this done because I know you want to get out of here and do what you need to do. The twists and turns have happened, but you've persevered and you've made it. And we couldn't be more eager proud of each of you. Despite the challenges of the past years, you have all met and exceeded, and I want to really emphasize, exceeded our expectations. You have really done very well, and the faculty will agree. We celebrate you completing the requirements for the doctoral degree, even if you haven't heard the final report on your DNP project. You'll get through that too. It's probably more the faculty's part than yours right now, so don't worry. Dr. Felton usually says this, but he didn't today, so I can say it. Did you know that in the US, only about 2 to 4% of the population has a doctoral degree? You are among an elite and a rare group of individuals. Give yourselves an applause. So Dr. Lonsdale Ramsey has already given the thanks, but I did have a few names also on my paper, so I'll go ahead and say them, just in case you thought I forgot. I would like to give a hearty thank you to your families, and you should give a hearty thank you to your families. They've been here cheering you along. The School of Nursing Director, Dr. Brenda Hay, our Dean of the Marab College of Health and Human Services, our Provost, Dr. Mark Rieger. I also want to thank our administrative team, Ms. Yanitza Carrion Cruz, who has been emailing you from the very beginning until probably today. And for those of you who have not completed that exit survey, you will not get a reference letter until it gets done. I also want to thank Ms. Hobart, Kim Hobart, and Lynn Hooker, and Ms. Tina Holdaway. A big thank you to all our adjunct faculty and our preceptors. Thank you so much. Last but not least, I would like to thank all our full-time faculty, and I have their names written in alphabetical order. Hopefully I didn't miss any of them. Doctors Bland, Churman, Dudley, Joba, Lansden, Lonsdale Ramsey, Siddiq, and Dr. Siddiqui. Those are the ones I have listed here. And you know Dr. Lawrence is here. We also want to thank our adjunct faculty, Dr. Evans, who does pharmacology for us, and our biostatistics faculty, Dr. Gupta, who usually comes, but I don't think he's here tonight. All right, so I think I would also be remiss if we didn't say thank you to all the project chairs for the shoulders that you've cried on for the last year or two in getting your projects done and the success that you've achieved through Research Day and other awards that you've received. So thank you to the faculty chairs. I only have 2 sentences left. The reason we're all here this afternoon is to congratulate you, the class of 2024. And you've already heard that we have the 6th class of the DNP-NP major and the 2nd class of the DNP-NA major. Congratulations and go Eagles. I messed that up. We'll pass on the quiz.
I'm giving them instructions. Yeah. Doctors of nursing practice, please stand. I'd like for everyone in the audience, as the doctors recede, raise their hand and give them the eagle salute as they go by. Starting with Dr. Wells, and everybody follows him as soon as the music begins.